Studio, the Honey Badger Urutia!
Yo, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Honey Badger Hour. Yo, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Honey Badger Hour, episode 53. And today we got a big one. We're joined by my good friend, the original White Walker, a man with the blood of the first men, my brother from another, the former bantamweight champion and English MMA veteran, Shay Walsh MMA.
That was a good introduction, thank you.
Hey, how was it? Yeah, I'm thinking about changing these introductions and just getting the conversation going and doing it after. So I might do that right now. You know what I'm saying? I might just plug up this conversation right here and there. What's going on, Shay Walsh?
Yeah, I'm all good. Fresh off Abu Dhabi trip.
Man, so you're just fresh off. You just finished doing Abu Dhabi with the soon-to-be double champion, dog. How was the trip in Abu Dhabi, my man?
Amazing, mate. Yeah, good fun. Can't complain. It was great. It was great. Good to see everyone again. Got back on the mat with the champ. Did some fun stuff. It was good.
Yeah, when you got there, so his team right now is so Alex went over to Abu Dhabi just recently, right? He was the fill-in for Islam Makhachev versus Charles Oliveira if one of them got hurt, right?
That's right.
So he still made weight. He went over there on fight week, made weight, trained as if he was going to compete if one of them was going to miss. And he was training for two different bodies, huh?
Yeah.
So you were mimicking like a little bit of Charles Oliveira. You were mimicking a little bit of Islam Makhachev.
I was trying, yeah.
Wow, man, that's crazy. So it was and you were there with Joe, Ash, everybody, huh?
Yeah, Ash come in, and then Alex's cameraman Luke was with us as well for the trip. So that was cool to meet him. And then small crew this time, but good to catch up with some people. And then we met Tariq, and George came through. He was there with Top Noi on the contender season. What's it called?
I think they had like a road to Asia,
road to
UFC Asia or something, right?
That's it.
Oh, and Top Noi was done that one.
There you go. Yeah. So that's why George was through with him.
Hey, you've trained with Top Noi and Tiger, right?
A little bit, but it was really just not much really. It was when he was only just barely started MMA, I think.
Oh, so when you were with Top Noi, he was just starting in the MMA, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because now he's like full board MMA. He loves it, man. He's really into it.
Yeah, man. He's moving nice. His stand up, you can see how he's really, started to adapt his style a little bit more, foot movement and changing the angles and stuff like that. Just more suited to MMA. He's using that Muay Thai background and adapting it a little bit. He looks smooth on the feet.
Yo, it's great that so many years later, all the boys are still together doing their thing, man.
Yeah, man.
What an element.
Good fun.
So a lot of people don't know. So people who are listening to the podcast, if they don't know, we met in the 2013 Tiger Muay Thai tryouts, man. The All-Star.
2014.
2014 Tiger Muay Thai tryouts. Damn, how long have I been saying 2013 for?
2014. Yeah, that's where we met with Volko as well.
So we all met, and that's when we all George was in this group. We had Kevin, and then Tariq and Alex, and then we're already training at Tiger for a while. But yo, that was the start of something great, man. That's when like all the boys got together. That's when we all knew that we were training with the future champ, dog. That's how funny, right? In 2014, we all knew right away. We're like, what? How many fights you got? This guy had like 4 fights, dog. It was just an animal, bro.
Yeah. How
good, man. And then, yo, so Shay, how long were you training when you did the tryouts already? You had already had a few fights, huh?
Yeah, a long time. I mean, I started training early. I started training when I was 15, and especially in the country at the time, in England in the time, it was way more underground. It was obviously not got the same exposure, the same knowledge around it as it does now. So I was training early like that and being taught the importance of cross training early doors. So by the time I'd got to Tiger, it was I've been training probably nearly 10 years, I think.
Wow, you were almost a 10-year vet. And you already had a bunch. Yeah, you already had a handful of fights. You were fighting in Bama already at that time, I think, or you were just on your way to go to Bama, right?
Yeah, I think yeah. My first one after the tryouts was with Bama.
And you secured your title shot after, correct? Like you secured your title shot after training at Tiger already for a while. That's when you got your first title shot from Bama, right?
Yeah. That's when. That's when we were all training together in Thailand more. By the time them fights rolled around.
Oh man, the glory days, huh? Those are the good old days back in Tony's. Where would we go? Tony's, Mama's, some classic Thailand spots, right?
I miss Fatties. I want some of that spatzel.
I wonder how Fatties is doing right now. Fatties is still running and rolling, though. They'll never finish, man. Hey, the only restaurant that doesn't have Wi-Fi in Thailand. Like they don't have Wi-Fi offers to offer you there. Isn't that strange? That's a rarity, man.
Yeah. You had to eat and have fun, not sit on your phone.
Yeah, exactly. They don't want you. It's good. It's like a proper family like a proper family organization. You know what I'm saying? Where they want everybody like bonding. Yeah, that was great. Oh, Sunday at Fatty's. Nothing beats like a Sunday at Fatty with the boys, right?
That's it.
Or the weekend cheat meal, which would be on a Sunday too, on a Sunday or Saturday.
Used to go all in on them sometimes.
And then double up. You double up, split them up.
Oh yeah.
Hey, that was the life, dog. When you're just looking forward to those cheat meals, huh?
Yeah.
Damn. So how did you get involved in MMA?
I started, like I said, training when I was 15. It was my older brother Sergio. He'd done like boxing in the past and stuff like that, but he just started, grappling and doing MMA. And then he invited me down to the gym he was training at, and then got started from there, really. So it was good. I felt like, even though I was young and skinny and stuff, I felt comfortable going to the gym because my brother was taking me and stuff like that. And then kind of just not stopped ever since.
And what was the that's wild, yo. So back in the day, there was UFC. I'm thinking, who was the UFC champ? You remember who was the UFC champ when you first started training?
Probably like Tito, maybe.
Tito, wow. And was Bisping in the UFC?
No, not when I first started training. I started training before the first season of The Ultimate Fighter, and he was on the third. So I remember I was training, and then that's when The Ultimate Fighter come out, and I was like, "Oh, you got to watch this," to everyone, you know. So that was pretty cool.
The first Ultimate Fighter. That's when you were already training.
Already training, yeah. So I knew about it. Like I'd seen it advertised and stuff before. Yeah.
That's a while ago, yo. So you remember like Forrest Griffin, Stephen Bonner on TV, and everybody going crazy, like putting that fight on.
In Abu Dhabi.
You saw him in Abu Dhabi?
Yeah, Forrest. Yeah, I saw him in Vegas on the first trip to Vegas, and I didn't ask him for a picture, and I regretted it. So I saw him in the hotel. I was with Volkov. I got Volkov to take the picture. I was like, "Hey, this is Forrest. Get a picture."
You got the champ taking photos for you?
About it, yeah. Forrest was joking about it, like, "Oh, he's relegated you to cameraman." I was like, "You'll be all right."
I read Forrest Griffin's book, I Got Fight. I loved his book, man. I was a huge Forrest Griffin fan, bro.
They're brilliant. Yeah,
that was a great book, man. No, was it? Is it Why I Fight or something Fight? But I read Forrest Griffin's book. Damn, I got to get Forrest Griffin on the podcast. I bet you we could reach out to him, yo. I would love to talk to him about that book when I read. That was like changed my whole mentality on training. He was just talking about like his mental toughness and stuff like that. Yo, Forrest Griffin was a legend, man. And then he ended up fighting for the title, bro. A lot of guys that fought in the Ultimate Fighter ended up getting the title, man.
Yeah.
Oh, so when you were coming up in England, did you hear of like Bisping was coming up in the same rankings as you probably? So you guys have probably been training around the same time, or is he a little bit older, you think?
Yeah, well, I mean, obviously I'd trained for a long time before I ever competed, you know. I was
exactly, yeah.
So he was like a pro when I was just training but not competing.
Because I'm trying to think, right? Like English MMA in England wasn't too big, right? Like MMA wasn't too, like how many fighters were you had local shows going and building up and stuff?
Yeah, local shows, but before Bisping there was, I think maybe, I don't know, not many guys that had fought in the UFC. Ian Freeman.
Oh yeah, for the UFC, just there was always like a few of like English guys, right?
Mm-hmm.
Damn, who were some of the so you have Bisping, Ian. I'm trying to think. Czech Congo was kind of like he was like Paris. He was like Paris, right? Or he was from France.
There was a few others like really old school guys, Lee Remedios.
Oh, what
Lee
about
Murray.
that tall, lanky guy? The tall, lanky guy that was training with Overeem, maybe? He was like an MMA guy. Just trying to think.
Don't know.
No, but yeah. So when you're going around training in England back in the day, you probably had to travel a lot for fights and stuff like this, like the organizations and everything. And then everybody probably knew each other, huh?
Yeah, it was like a much smaller circle, and we had to travel longer to get to fights and stuff like that, and they were less frequent. You know, like you had to sort of plan your training around them fight dates. But now there's a lot more shows and stuff like that. You can kind of be like, oh, I'd like to fight around this time, and then look for the shows. It's like you can do it the opposite way around now.
Yeah, and you remember like the blowing up? You remember the blowing up of the English scene? Like, you remember when the tide changed and you realized, oh my God, this thing is blowing up here in England more than anything else?
I don't know, really. It's just been a gradual growth, just seeing it over a long period of time. But everyone knew that was always going to happen, you know. It's like the people that were in the know back then were like, this is the fastest growing sport in the world. It just needs to get out there more. And it was bound to happen, you know.
Yeah, for sure, man. And the wrestling, did you start noticing a difference in the wrestling? When did you guys start realizing? Because I noticed like a lot of the English fighters now, they got a lot of good wrestling, man. Like when I met you, already had pretty sound wrestling. A lot of these guys, Leon Edwards, a lot of these guys are already pretty crafty with it, right? Like that's something that I feel like came along a little bit later, but you guys are now like priding yourselves on now, like having home-based guys doing everything back there still.
Yeah, I think maybe like back in the day, it was, you know, obviously most stereotypical English fighters were, you know, better stand up, maybe lacking in the wrestling. Obviously that differs from person to person anyway, but it's just a completely different sport now. It's a sport of its own, and like you mentioned before, with the young lads, you know, you're getting youngsters going into gyms and being taught real martial arts, mixed martial arts stuff from the start, you know. So I don't think now there's any difference really to say, oh, he's from America, he must be a better wrestler. That's back in the days talk.
Yeah, because now I don't think, and on timing, and like George St. Pierre kind of proved that too. Like you don't need to have that. I mean, it will help if you have your college wrestling, but sometimes it might be a hindrance. You know, like you might just want to learn the effective takedowns. Like I've noticed, like the new age of guys that like there's a lot of new wave of guys that are learning wrestling, striking, and jiu-jitsu all together. But what's good is now they can learn all the wrestling that works for MMA, and they can all throw out all the weird techniques and stances that don't really work for that, and they can just like. Yeah, I learned how to wrestle and fight at the same time. So I always I learned how to wrestle with my left leg forward, like if I'm striking, you know.
Yeah.
But wrestlers, a lot of guys have to switch. A lot of guys who are wrestlers, if they're orthodox, they have to switch their stance.
Yeah.
Or a lot of wrestlers will learn how to fight southpaw because they learned how to wrestle southpaw with the right leg first. It's a little bit opposite, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
no, but I'm the same as you. I started wrestling and fighting at the same time, so it was
for you too, right? Like like you were learning the jab and the double leg and everything together, huh? Hey, and how did you hear about the Tiger Muay Thai tryouts?
I'd watched the previous year, like on YouTube, an English guy I know, Danny Mitchell was in it. I'd watched it previously, and then I had a friend who was at over in Thailand training at Tiger, you know, eating pads and a bit of a fitness camp and all that sort of stuff. And then when they came back, they said, oh, they're talking about it. They're doing a new tryout and all this sort of stuff. So started keeping my eye out for it. It's, you know, as soon as I saw the first one, I thought that looks cool as anything, you know, just go out, train, live the life, you know. The obviously the stuff that was being awarded was accommodation, food and training, and that's all I wanted at the time, you know. So it was a great experience, and obviously a big opportunity still is for people that are looking to live that lifestyle.
Yeah, definitely, man. And then when did you find out, right? Like, was that your first time going to Thailand when you went, or you had visited there before?
That was my first time in Thailand.
That was your first time, huh?
Mm-hmm.
And then with the Thai food and everything.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they're eating Thai food, just not real Thai food.
Yeah. What's the Thai? I wonder. You said that in England they got like they're big on curry, right? You guys love Indian food. You got a lot of good Indian food out there.
There's a lot of Indians and a lot of good Indian cuisine in England. Yeah.
Damn. And then you get to Thailand. We start doing the tryouts. You do the Hell Week, and that's all she wrote from there, man. The whole ball started to wave. The whole wave started to happen, man. How good. And then ever since then, you've been coming back and keeping in training with everybody, huh?
In Thailand?
Yeah. Well, it's been a while now. When's the last time you've been to Thailand?
I've not been since before my last fight. So it's coming on a long time now. I don't know, to be honest. Maybe 5 years.
Wow, time flies, huh?
So I'm there again in December. We're going with Becky and the boys, and looking forward to it. I can't wait. It's been I'm going to go see the new gym, Bang Tao, and yeah, it's good fun. Can't wait.
Oh man, how good! And Bang Tao looks sick, man. The boys, they put it together. They really put together. It looks like they put together a sick spot.
Yes, I mean every single person I speak to is just raving on about the location. You know, you're on the beach. You know what it's like on Soy Thai Head. You're training hard and stuff. You can't be asked trekking to the beach. You know.
That's the little that's the little tricky trick when you're first going to Tiger Muay Thai in Thailand. You're thinking like, oh man, I'm gonna be like, you're like an hour from the beach, yo. It takes 40 minutes to get to the beach from Tiger Muay Thai, and then by the time you drive there,
maybe 40 minutes for you. Yeah, I mean, I was pretty slow. Yeah, I think you were probably the worst on them peds. You get the award for the worst drive on them peds. Why don't you tell the story about when you got road rash right before your fight?
Oh my God, that was the worst. That was when we used to live in that house. I don't know why we lived in that house, bro. Looking back at the way things were done, it's like I did everything wrong for like 8 years, but whatever. It's a good story to tell. But we were living in that house super far away from the gym, man. Yeah, dog. I remember my last training session of the fight camp. Like my last session on a Friday. I even think I didn't go to sparring that day because I wanted to like save my energy, and I just went to jiu-jitsu at night, and then I crashed on my motorbike after jiu-jitsu class, dog. Like 4 days before I'm supposed to fly to the Philippines, man. It's terrible. So terrible. And it was like one of those road rash accidents where like you're okay, but you're not. You know what I'm saying? Where like it hurts, but you can move and groove. So it's like I did a good job of maintaining the fall, maintaining my balance. I've had worse falls, you know? That's one of the things I admire most about leaving Thailand, dog. I'm just glad I make it back in one piece. You feel me? Or as one piece as I can. It's not even one piece, you know. I'm a little bit dismembered, but that's the only thing that I'm grateful for, man. That I was able to come back and like, yo, I don't know if I want to play. I'm like dodging with death, dog. I don't know if I want to go back, man. Man, so now you're a family man, retired man. How's the afterlife, brother? How's it going? You got after your MMA, after your last MMA fight, did you already have Shay Walsh MMA going, or I'm trying to think, when did you open Shay Walsh MMA?
No, I was just training. I was focusing on fighting, and you know, I wasn't thinking about opening a gym. I was busy doing other stuff. But then obviously I had my jaw broken again for the second time, and then just, you know, started to...
Oh, the fucking jaw, bro. That's right, dog. Oh, and you've had some injuries, bro. So the first time it happened, what happened when you break your jaw? How does that work, yo?
Well, I mean, you can break it, I think, up top hinges and stuff. That's not what happened to mine. Mine had split all the way down here. It was just like the bone smashed, and my face was in two pieces, you know. That
was the first one or the second?
That was the first one. One break, but a bad break. It got broke in the first minute of the fight, and we fought for 10, you know. So it was a mess.
You broke your jaw. I just want to let people, we got to tell this story. I want people to know the mental dexterity that we're dealing with here. So you broke your jaw like in the first exchange of the fight, huh? And you knew
not quite. First minute. The first minute. Beyond seconds, man.
And you knew right away something was wrong with your mouth, right?
At first, I thought he'd knocked one of my teeth out, and I could feel something weird. I was like, "I look bastard, he's knocked one of my teeth out." You know, I'll get him back for that in a minute. But then, as we went on, I could just feel it all on the inside of my mouth and my tongue and stuff, and I knew that jaw was broken.
And then you continued to fight on for another 2 rounds, right?
Yeah.
And then when the referee tried to stop her or something like that, what did the referee say? The referee said, your jaw is breath, and you tried to speak to him with a I remember seeing, You remember you were complaining to the referee, like, what are you talking about? My jaw's not broken. And you're trying to like keep it together and you're holding it up with your hand, yo.
Yeah, my pronunciation's not the best anyway, and never mind with my jaw in two bits. So my friend, that's still an ongoing joke, however many years later, where if a couple of my friends are out drinking, and then one of them says, you know, should we have one more drink? And then they go, one more round.
So then I was right on call. So then my nickname for you, Marble Mouth Shay, is true, because when I first meet you, whenever when we were in Thailand training together, when you would first come back from England, I had a hard time understanding you for like the first week or two. Oh man, it would be so hard. I'm like, what? Well, I'll be just saying what to you all the time, like. But then after a couple weeks, I'm like, I'm running with the lingo good, you know. I got my own little swag with you.
Yeah, that's right.
Hanging out with all you know, it's funny being back in America, like hanging out with all my friends from English and Australia and Brazil, like in Thailand for the last 8 years. I use a lot of different words when I'm here in Miami. And like, people are like, what the fuck? Like I say pardon, you know, people don't say pardon here, you know? They say what? What? Or maybe excuse me, but I'm like, pardon, you know? Like I love that shit. Like, I really hit him with the oski woski, you know? But like when I do crowd work, when I do comedy, I always say that. I'm like, somebody says something mean, I'll just be like, pardon? Like they might try to heckle me or something, and instead of being like, what? I'll just be like, oh, excuse me, pardon me, what did you say? And then they change their tune, dog. I love it. I be having a lot of English people. I got to get some English. You need to give me some. I always forget to ask you, like, oh, I got some English people in the crowd, and I always want to message you and be like, yo, I need some good jokes for these fucking Englishmen, you know?
Yeah.
To try to hit them with the oski woskis, bro. Damn. So all right, I haven't seen you in a while, man. So you got your gym now, and where's your gym at in England?
Lancaster. It's my hometown. Northwest England.
So my boy's in Lancaster, Northwest England, and that's where you're born. That's where you're from. It's a small city over there, or what? What's the vibe like out there in Lancaster, dog?
Small. It's small for a city. Big uni population, massive university, and you see the difference when the university's just restarted again. Now it's busy, you know.
Oh, so you got like a lot of young kids and stuff over there.
Yeah, but like I say, like really large universities getting bigger all the time, and you can see the difference. There's a lot of youngsters studying and that, yeah, drinking,
nice.
and stuff.
Oh, and that's probably good for the gym, right? Do you get them? Do they stroll into the gym to sign up and stuff?
Yeah. We got a few from the university, so.
Hey, what's the jiu-jitsu scene like over there?
I mean, there's good gyms. I'm not really up on the jiu-jitsu scene much myself, to be honest, and just too much MMA going on, you know. That's
what I'm saying. So, like, do they have jiu-jitsu gyms over there? Excuse me. Do they have jiu-jitsu gyms over there that are like old school, where like they're doing like jiu-jitsu, but then they still have MMA? Or now it's like they have a lot of gyms there that are just straight gi gyms, and you have like a Brazilian guy there.
More, just like anything that, you know, the popularity is growing. You're seeing more straight jiu-jitsu gyms, just, you know, gi and no gi, and that's all they do.
Yeah, and then what about MMA gyms? How many MMA gyms do you have in your area?
One good one.
Yours. Do you guys have any rivals? Do you have any rivals or anything over there? Like, you have any guys that you guys go against often?
No, I'm not competing. No, just us running the show, really.
Really?
And then there's not really much until, you know, the next cities, really.
What's the next city from you? Like Manchester or no?
Closest one's Preston's, like Northwest England, Preston, Bolton, Manchester, all that type of area. I mean, you need to come visit, you know, and then you'd be up on your geography.
Yeah. We're gonna make the trip. We're gonna make the Euro trip. When you guys get back, you're gonna be going to Thailand in December, right?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna have to make my trip a little bit after. You know what I mean? To come see you guys.
Yeah.
When's a good time? When's a good time to go? I know we're always talking about this. When's a good time to go, you reckon?
Well, summer, so you get a better, probably like July, August. Good chance of not getting piss wet through every day.
Oh yeah, because it might not snow, but it might just be rain, shitty, cold ice rain, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, dog. I ain't trying to go to the wall. You feel me? I know we call you the White Walker, dog, but I want to see you. The wall looks nice in the summer, in the summertime.
Yeah, you have to make it summer, July, August.
Have you seen the new Game of Thrones?
No,
No, at all. You ain't
yeah,
got time for that
I just
shit.
lost
You
it.
got kids and a
Yeah,
business, dog. You ain't got time to be watching Game of Thrones. Life's changed, dog.
there you go.
Yo, so it was so good seeing you, man. I haven't seen you. Damn, so I can't believe it's been that long. It's been a long time since I saw you. We reunited again in Jacksonville.
I was gonna say it wasn't long since I saw you.
No,
I
but
just
before
saw
I
you in
saw you.
Vegas.
Oh, yeah,
Before
no.
that.
But it was a big year. Damn, so moving back to America, it's kind of had its pluses, right? So since moving back to America, I got
I've
into
been to-
comedy, started teaching, doing my own thing. But we've been able to catch up on our Volk trips, which have been tremendous.
Yeah.
You haven't missed a Volk defense. Oh, no, you missed one because of the COVID, right? And everything? You didn't do the Ortega fight. Oh,
Yeah,
and the
then I
Fight
did the
Island.
match.
The Fight Island.
Yeah. Ortega one was bad because the crowd was back, but we just weren't. English people couldn't travel to America. That was the rule at the time. So it's like it was back in front of the crowd. I was like, I want to be there so bad, but couldn't.
And that one looked good. That's kind of like what put Volk on the map, you know?
That's
Kind of the one, not put him on the map, but that's the one that let the world know, like what we've always known. Like, this is a guy that you got to do more than beat him. Like, you don't understand. Like, this is a guy that's not going to beat himself. And, like, even if you are winning, this is a motherfucker that's going to find a way, you know? So it's like,
He's about to find out, you know.
What a rarity, right? Like, what an odd thing. Like, and this is a few times that I've seen this with Volkanovski. When he was fighting Chad Mendes, I remember he got clipped in the very beginning of the first round, and it's like whenever you do something good against Volk, it's almost worse for you. You know, like like if you get an advantage on, it's almost worse because he just matches you and brings it up times 3. Like it was the same with Ortega. Like he got caught in the guillotine, and when he got out, he didn't even get the memo, dog. He went right back into his guard and laying down rain, hail, fire, bro.
How they let that carry on after the third round was crazy.
He was done.
He was dead, man.
He was
done.
TKO'd. But it would have been weird to wave the fight off. You don't want to wave a great. I don't know. That was weird, right?
Yeah, I mean, it worked out great for Alex. You know what I mean? Because it turned into the fight it was, and it's the fight of the year and all that. So it worked out good. But yeah, looking back on it, it's like referee needed to step in.
Yeah, I know from Alex's.
Ortega still kept himself out there. You know.
No, he went in there. He didn't get the memo, dog. Like he didn't give himself a way out. You know, like he could have. Like he was like he couldn't see for a little bit or whatever was going on, but he got his time back. You know. And what's great about that one is that I just lost my damn train of thought. For the Ortega fight, yeah, like that was able to like kind of be Volk's coming out party, man. So it was a great one, bro. And like the way he was, the ground and pound after the guillotine. And then, like you said, I didn't remember what I was going to say. You don't ever want to be like, I'm sure as a competitor, Volk doesn't want to be in Fight of the Year, but a few years later down the line for his legacy, it's a great one to have on his belt, you know?
Yeah.
And it wasn't even like a close fight. That's the thing, dog. He just had
that's
it
what
was
I'm
a
saying.
shellacking, dog. That's the thing where people get confused from the guillotine. They make it think like it was like a close fight, but it wasn't, bro. He fucking slipped on an eggshell. He literally slipped, dog. It wasn't even like he caught the kick, fell on his back. But damn, he
jumped on that like a spider monkey. You know what I mean?
That's exactly what I would jumped on it. Like everybody's asshole was tight for a second, but he's not gonna tap, dog. Not a tap. You know what I mean? Like, but if he would have went limp or something, that would have sucked. You know. And then the triangle, like a minute or two later, was that the same round?
Yeah.
Oh man, what'd you do today? What day is it? We're like you're a little bit in the head, right? What time is it over there? It's about 6 p.m. You were saying?
Not quite that late. 4:45. I've been in the gym this morning, taking some privates, and then I'm back down in the gym. We've got another private classes, a couple of classes on tonight.
What time's your next private?
6 o'clock.
What time is it now?
4:45.
All right. I got 15. I'll let you go at 5, mate. We'll give you 15 more minutes.
We're good.
Big dog.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Just back on the gym. Gym timetable.
Let me ask you, brother. I think I've asked you this before. you've been training as a competitor your whole life, training since you were 15 years old, almost as long as you can remember, man. Since you had hair on your balls, you were about this life, man. Fucking
Your memory, no, your memory's bad, but I hope you can remember a little bit before 15. You can tell me you can remember a little bit before you.
But I'm saying, like, your brain, as a fully developed adult, your brain has always known this life. Training, waking up in the morning, running. You're still in pretty good shape, right? You're still pretty shape. You got to whoop up on all your students.
Yeah. Got to keep them in line sometimes. And I've been there because of this, especially because I'm going to Thailand in December. I've been it's been keeping me in the gym, and it's a good job because when I got the call for Abu Dhabi, good job I've been doing a bit, you know.
Yeah. So when did you get the call for Abu Dhabi?
Like 2 weeks before.
Oh, so you had a little bit of time to get ready for Abu Dhabi too.
Yeah, it's straight
Oh, it was
into
perfect.
yeah.
Probably went straight onto the rower as soon as you got the call.
There you go.
Hey, I love how Volk brought it full circle. You were gonna corner him in his UFC debut, right? In the Philippines versus John Tuck. And you know what's funny? You're his 155 guy. Whenever he fights at 155, he's gonna bring in the White Walker. Because people don't know, Alex was gonna make his UFC debut against this guy John Tuck. Who we actually know from Guam and stuff. We met him before out there. And then the fight card got canceled, right? The whole show got canceled.
Yeah.
You were in
a few days before we were gonna fly out.
Oh my God, how soon, right? And you got robbed. Yo, you got robbed from your kit, mate. They got you for your kit, dog.
Oh, right, he's made up for it now.
But he brought you in for the big one.
The big boys now, backdoor entry everywhere.
Oh man, how good!
So he's killing the game.
And then you were with Joe again, right? It was you, Joe, Alex. So what was Abu Dhabi like, man? What's the scene like out there?
Hot and expensive.
Oh, was it hotter than Vegas? Remember the Vegas heat? Remember the Vegas heat?
That was ridiculous. Actually, in June.
No way. So Vegas was hotter than that shit?
Vegas was hotter, yeah. But they were saying that when they were there for Fight Island, when it was I can't remember what month it was. So say it was June or July or something. They said it was absolutely unbearable. You know what I mean? You just go outside for a couple of minutes and like, get me inside, and so it was better. I think that's probably why they do it a little bit later.
Oh, so, yeah. During the in the Fight Island. In the Fight Island, they fought in a different arena, right? Did he tell you what arena they fought in? Wasn't it like they fought like in a makeshift arena? I thought.
Yeah, makeshift. I think he said it was a big tent.
Yeah, COVID tent. A COVID tent. That's wild. And then Alex must have had like the VIP treatment when he came back, huh? When they saw him, they really treat the fighters good over there, right? Like the staff and all the people.
Yeah.
Did you meet a lot of the locals?
A few. Yeah, met up. Saw Ali Mohamed. Not seen him for a long time.
No way. He was cutting but he has a car? You saw Ali Mohamed had a car and everything out there, or what?
I didn't see his car. I met us in the hotel. I just had a chat with him and stuff. But first time I've seen him in a while. He was there with a few of his younger students.
Wow. I wonder if I could. Could you live in Dubai? Could you see yourself training out there and living out there?
Nah, too hot and just it's crazy money, man. Even just like for anything you buy in the shops and stuff. It's mental.
Oh yeah, so like you're walking around. Like how much is what's the expense like over there? Like crazy or what?
Yeah, crazy. Just like.
Did you see like some random coffee or water and shit? Like you know how much quid we're talking? Like for a beer, 20 quid for a beer.
Yeah. So beers, we're getting. They were. £12.50 for a pint of plastic glass with half of it missing at the top. £12.50 in the hotel. That's a lot of money for a pint.
Oh man! And then they don't sell. Where's the alcohol? Do they sell alcohol in restaurants?
Yeah. It's everywhere. Yeah.
So that's weird. They have a weird thing about because people used to always think like in Muslim countries you can only drink in the hotels. Remember they used to have that that thing.
Yeah. I mean, obviously that was my first time out there. I wasn't 100%, but the restaurants we went in and whatever the hotel and the other hotels and stuff here, so served alcohol.
Yo, you were in Yas Island, right?
Yeah.
The whole time, and you weren't staying in the fighter hotel.
That's right. Yeah.
Did you guys have a training room or?
Yeah.
Did you guys have like a little training room for the champ, like a separate one, like your own hotel room, or was it like a workout room with everybody else?
No, because I think they had two quite big workout rooms, like red and blue corner. But obviously, Alex was there to fight somebody out of the red or the blue corner. Do you know what I mean? So they had to give him his own little. We didn't know if he might have been, training with. They give him his own spot, basically. They give him a little room, like similar to like in Jacksonville, some mats and stuff.
Yeah.
I got my head stuffed into plenty of times.
Hey, how fucking he was firing off on all cylinders, huh? All week.
It was just the build of him, the shape, the just like the power in his legs and his hips, and the stocky shit is ridiculous, man. First day, my neck, I was like, oh. He had to. He got one of the girls from the UFC PI to adjust me to get my neck back.
Welcome to Abu Dhabi.
Yeah, man.
Oh, how good. Yeah, it was good, though. You give Joe a little bit of relief, bro.
Yeah, man.
And then, did you have your own room, or you guys all stay together? You stay with Joe or something?
I'd have one room. Yeah, I had a room myself.
Oh, that was good stuff, man. And then, how was the breakfast in the hotel? We're talking to the serious lineup, or what?
Good spread.
That's what I'm talking about. You got to do a buffet regulators, dog. You know what I'm saying? That's the most important thing when I go to a hotel for a fight week. I want to know what they got in that fucking hotel spread breakfast. You feel me? That's one of the perks. That's one of the perks of the game, baby.
Yeah.
Hey, so then when did you guys get the feeling that he's not gonna, like, when did you know, like, oh man, all right, we're not cornering Alex, like he's gonna be, when did you guys get was there a point in time in the week where you take your foot off the gas, or you just don't really want to, right?
Yeah, I mean, he's just obviously, the earlier in the week, we just got in and training Monday, Tuesday. But, I think both fighters were there, both looked healthy and stuff like that. We bumped into Islam in the corridor, and he was like, "Why you cut weight, brother?" Like, basically, like.
Yo, you think that's where you think that's where the seeds sparked for the fight, dog? When they get, because right after that, Khabib said Alex's name, which is like music to his ears, right?
Yeah, just worked out perfect, especially them doing it in the cage and, everyone being on board and basically, just setting the fight without
champ shit, dog. He cut a promo Nate Diaz style, dog. And that's why I learned about Nate Diaz when Dana White said, "Oh, Nate Diaz doesn't move the needle and all that." That's when, like, he always had a post-fight. He always had something great to say when he had his post-fight, Mm-hmm. And, Alex cut his own promo right there. Where's this little short guy? The motherfucking champ was there like, what? You weren't sitting. How was the arena? I bet you that arena was super nice, huh?
Yeah, it was good. Really nice seats, actually. It was like being at, way better seats than I've ever been in a stadium before. They're like proper, like a seat you'd get in a cinema or something,
Oh my God, yes. So Tariq, I told Tariq, because Tariq was on the floor, right? Tariq was color commentating or something. And I was like, yo, send me video of this place. And when he sent me video, okay, I thought that was just the floor seats. The seats that he showed me on the floor, they look like freaking airplane seats.
Yeah.
Yeah, so then the whole arena has those nice seats, right?
Uh-huh.
What did you make of the main event?
I mean, obviously another dominant performance from Islam. I was rooting for Charles, to be honest. Just, the way he's won the belt and all that sort of stuff. But obviously Islam dominant. Charles has been walking into punches for the last 4 fights in a row. He jumped and landed right in front of him and caught that right hook. But, he's been doing that in his last fights and still pulling him out of the bag. But then Islam jumped on him and started setting up the head and arm.
I know. I was thinking the exact same thing. And here's the catch that kind of drives me crazy with Charles, but it's the reason why you love him and you hate him. Because you're right. Like, in his 11-fight win streak, to get to this point, he's probably been dropped every single fight and done the exact same thing. So when he does it against Islam, I get mad because I'm like, why are you showing such low fight IQ, bro? What the fuck is wrong with you, I got mad for a second because, like, you know why? Because it was a close fight. Like, he wasn't getting dominated, dog. Like, the first round, he was able to get up. Not a lot of people have gotten up from Islam, right? Bro, he was able to get up. He was able to threaten some takedowns. The thing is, when he gets clinched up with him, you got to know training with these Russian guys. I mean, I know from training in Tiger, you never want to get, they're always going to do that little hip toss that he does, you know? The little over, you know, the one that he didn't, what's it called? What's that one called? I think it's the hip toss, you know, from the over under. That's his jam, but, I wish Charles would have showed a little bit better fight IQ, but this is how he's got to the goddamn, he's never shown his fight IQ in the whole, he's a berserker, you know what I'm saying? And it worked.
He walks through the fire, you know, but it was only a matter of time until somebody stopped it, you know. It was like, I knew that Alex would have been able to plant him and stay calm and keep doing it, do you know what I mean?
Exactly. This is what I'm saying.
Forward to that one playing out.
I know, bro. And that's the thing.
Islam got there first.
Yep. And a lot of guys, and Islam and Charles, they both have different ways of winning and unique ways of winning, but Alex has a good style for both of them, because Alex has a style that Islam is going to go to a place he's never gone, and he's going to get, and he's going to go there for the first time against Alex, so that's going to be interesting to see him get, like, really, he's going to have to dig deep, you know what I'm saying? Like, forget about, ain't nobody going to help him in there, bro. He's going to be with a real demon, dog. There's a demon coming. That's what I was saying when I saw him. When I saw Alex getting off the plane, I'm like, dog, there's a demon going over there. These guys better pray they make weight, because they have no idea what they're going to be locked inside with. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
That's the thing.
He's got the fight IQ. Sorry. That was up?
That's the thing with this fight is with, you know, obviously Islam's been super dominant, and that's obviously good testament to his skills, but, you know, we've not seen him in that fight where he's, you know, Alex is getting back up and come in to win and nothing, you know.
And an iron chin, bro. You know what I'm saying? You're talking about like an iron, yeah, dog. And like, yo, like he was saying, I was like, yo, he made a lot of sense. Like, I got little legs, bro. I get up real easy. I was like, oh shit, never thought about that, bro. Alex has that ability to just like bounce up from mount. He can, like, I'm thinking, no, he can just, he gets out. Yo, how does he get out of mount? He's just like, he does this and he pops out, dog. And I've seen it like multiple times, bro.
It's like trying to vessel a boulder.
There's nothing, there's nothing to grab, dog, you know? Oh my gosh. And like I was talking to somebody about it the other day, like one of my comedy friends. They're like, yo, he used to be 200 pounds. I'm like, yeah, dog, he's a fucking unit, you know? I love that I love that everybody knows who he is now, you know? Like, fuck, man. The Islam fight is gonna be major. Islam's gonna be major. I can't believe how fast. Damn, dog. Did Charles fucking insta tap or what, dog? Fucking 47 taps, dog. But let me tell you something, bro. That whole Dagestan squad, that's the arm triangle, that's their shit. I got put to sleep by one of his teammates with that same move, dog. Like fast, bro. Like I thought I was gonna get out. So Islam, it must have been like one of those. He's rocked. Oh, and you know what happened with Islam, bro? Nobody's ever jumped into Charles' guard when he's rocked. So when he's rocked, they give him that 5 seconds to recover, and then he starts attacking. But Islam rocked him and cut through his guard right away, like when he was fucked up. He didn't give his respect to his guard. Yeah. Which is what I think Alex would have done. Yeah. Alex would have gone into his guard and smashed him. You know what I'm saying? He would have just started raining down. Yeah. And that's the thing. So that's the matchup differences. With Charles, Alex is not going to beat himself like like most of his opponents have, you know, like the way Gaethje came out there and just lost the plot like in the first 2 minutes, you know what I'm saying? But now we got the big one in Australia, mate. Yeah, man. I mean, just so happy for Alex. It worked out that way. Obviously, with all the COVID stuff and that, he's not been able to defend the belt yet. In Australia, he's been traveling all the time and, you know, coming to America and fighting Ortega, coming to America and fighting Holloway, you know. So now he's going to have the home crowd behind him, and it'll be amazing for him. Yo, how did you compare the Vegas crowd to the Vegas crowd to the Etihad crowd, the Abu Dhabi crowd? Vegas crowd, as we were sat with the Hawaiians, weren't we? Yo, Vegas crowd is rowdy, bro. Those guys are a bunch of animals, yo. Yeah, they're just I don't know if it's an American thing, dog. I'm starting to hate my own people, bro. America fucking sucks, dog. What the hell is wrong with us, bro? Is everybody stupid? Is everybody dumb? Holy shit, this public school education is really creeping up on us now 20 years later, dog. What the hell, man? I'm telling you, man. I remember when we were outside, bro. Like, remember when, like, some... Yo, Vegas is a scene, bro. The freaks come out at Vegas, dog. Oh, man. I didn't do us no favors in that hotel we were staying at. Yeah, we were staying in the hood, weren't we? Hey, but I got some jokes. You saw that? I got a new finisher. My new closing joke is the Vegas story, dog. The guys from Walgreens. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man.
I cannot believe that I'm walking with you, because you know what's funny? Like we're going to Walgreens we'll set up the table for the people who don't know. We're in Las Vegas watching Volk versus Holloway 3. I ended up getting a hotel that was like, of course, in the boondocks, all right? Like in the hood, bro. We were like in Crack City. And we're walking to the Walgreens, and then there's a bunch of homeless people in the area. And I'm telling Shay, I'm like, yo, dog, have you seen those videos of when the people just go into Walgreens and start raiding the place because the cops can't do anything about like a certain amount of fine? And you didn't believe, you were like, what? And I remember like I was telling you about it. And it happened right in front of us, dog. We're sitting there, and you're like, yo, and there's a homeless guy just clearing out a shelf, right?
Yeah, man, and there's like crazy rules that they can't even grab him and stuff like that if he leaves. And what is it? If you feel like if it's $800 or something, it's too little. You can't get in trouble.
And then the sunglass lady was getting attacked by everybody, you know?
Yeah.
Oh man, that's crazy. Yo, so Shay Walsh, man, you got the gym over in Lancaster. How many students you rocking right now? Do you keep track of your student count and everything?
I've got a good groups. You know, I've run 3 different age groups, like kids, teens, and adults. And they're all doing good. They're all doing real good. Yeah. So, you know.
So you're learning. Do you have to learn learning as it goes, like to be like a business owner? Like, is this like a new phase that you're learning? Like having to keep up now. It's like a whole different game, right? It's pretty busy now.
Yeah, exactly. You know, I'm in that and playing that game of doing the business side of things. Yeah, you know, like you say, learning as I go along. Really.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, listen. One of the things I really admire about you is that not only has you been an exemplary example as a fighter, bro, and as a role model, and like one of my favorite people, but your transition from MMA to after is like something that people can really take notes on. You know, like it's a very fucking amazing, you know what I'm saying? Like, how did you feel putting down the fighting? I remember I asked you that a while ago. Like, do you ever miss, like, when you go to the fights or when you corner your guys, do you ever see like, oh, you want to get back, like you miss that waking up in the morning and just training, or you like the second phase?
Yeah, I'm in the second phase. I'd describe myself now. You know, I'm just in a different mentally, and you know, my age and my kids and all that. I'm just in a completely different phase of my life. You know. 10 years ago, I'd wake up and just go. Do you know what I mean? There was nothing else to do and nothing else to think about and nothing else that really concerned me, you know. But I'm getting a bit older and kids and business and been out of the game for a while now, not competing. So I'm in a different mindset now.
You made your jiu-jitsu come back. You fucking tore out that poor lad.
I had a couple of little grappling matches. To be honest, at first that was just to keep me sort of. It was the weirdest thing for me was being able to keep my own training up when I didn't have a certain thing to train for. Do you know what I mean? Yes. My whole training career was I was fighting for a date. I was working towards a date and a guy, and you know that's no better motivation than to get you in the gym than knowing that someone's practicing to beat your ass in front of all your friends and family. You know what I mean? So that's kind of got you out of bed in the morning. And then I was in the gym, but a bit lapsy-daisy on my own training, not doing enough of my own stuff. But I'm past that more now and getting my own stuff in, you know, getting on the mat with the young lads and gym going good.
I bet you're better. Like, you ever notice, like, when you don't have a fight and you're just having fun training, like, you're fucking on another level when, like, you're just free. You know, you're probably, like, free in training, you know? Like, when you have a fight, sometimes you're a little bit locked into, like, your mode. Like, you just want to win those rounds when you're sparring and stuff.
Yeah.
But when you have nothing going on and now you're completely free and you probably don't care to win or lose, you know, it's probably, like, just you can really get the best out of your training. And then I'm sure you're staying sharp. You feel like teaching gets you better? Like, teaching keeps you sharp and keeps you on point?
I think so, definitely. You know, you've got to understand more. Sometimes you do things, but maybe not have the full understanding of why, you know, when you've got to explain it to someone. I think it helps you understand the techniques more.
And you got like a little uki there? You got somebody that helps you teach and stuff like that you can demonstrate on?
Yeah, got a few lads that I can pick out.
Yeah, I'm learning as I go now, man. I'm teaching now, like teaching kids. You got to learn. There's all different things with teaching kids, like how to communicate with them, For me, it's like I was teaching kids for a little bit, and then I only had like 2 or 3 kids, and then I had no adult to drill on. So I'm like, oh, I grab this kid, I do like a movement. I'm like, damn, I'm breaking all my kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, just in case you got to remember, they don't even know how to break fall, bro. So it's like you can't even show a move if they don't know how to react. You know what I mean? So that was a tougher one. But yeah, man. So you're out. Are you? It's Halloween coming up. Are you gonna? Oh, look, you got the bats behind you. You're gonna dress up for Halloween or what?
Yeah. I've got my house to turn into a little haunted house. That's my wife.
Yeah.
Bats and cobwebs and pumpkins and everything.
Are you gonna be?
My cup of tea.
Oh, hey, you put me on the tea, bro.
Yeah.
My mom. What's the name of the one that I like? The chamomile. What do you call
it? Chamomile, yeah.
The chamomile tea. That's my shit, dog. You got me onto the English tea, and I put a little bit of milk and honey. Oh man, you taught me how to live the good life, dog. And learn how to. You taught me how to speak properly and drink tea like a proper lad. You feel me? Yo, my man. So what else is going on? Let's close out this show, dog. That was a good little chat. It's been a while since I've seen you.
So it's not been that long.
No. Our first reunion was in Jacksonville. You were in my hometown, dog. Oh my God. And your second experience with homeless people, dog. Homeless people in Vegas, and then the homeless people in Jacksonville. We ain't got that in Miami, dog. In Miami, we're chilling, bro. That was crazy. I remember you gave that guy money. I'm like, what are you doing, bro? What did you give him? You bought him a Coca-Cola or something, bro? Oh man. Yo, Jacksonville was a good time.
It was.
Jacksonville was a great trip. Oh, and we got New York first coming up.
Yeah, it's gonna be a big show.
Oh shit. Yo, they got 4 guys. 4 guys in Madison Square Garden. And that's gonna be a big one. I'm listening. Do you listen to like MMA shows and stuff? Like, do you listen to anybody online? Like, I'm like Henry Cejudo. This fucking guy does not, bro. I cannot stand. I'm starting to think there's a correlation. Dog, it's these wrestlers. It's retired MMA fighters that used to be wrestlers. I feel like they got like their fight IQ seems very limited, bro. Cause like I don't know, dog. I'm just talking shit, but Henry Cejudo talks out of his ass, dog. Like, I don't know. People think because Izzy fought Pereira twice and lost to him that he's gonna lose. I'm like, yo, the first fight I thought it was a very close decision that I thought Izzy won, and the second fight. Izzy was smashing him until he got caught at the very end, you know? Yeah. That's going to be a huge fight. That card's going to be massive. The only thing I don't like Madison Square Garden, dog.
Why?
I don't like that New York commission. There's always some bullshit that happens in New York. That's where the Khabib and Ferguson fight got pulled. And they didn't let the number 1 contender fight Khabib because he didn't have the ranking or something. They do a lot of stupid shit there. New York is ass backwards, bro. They got that crazy politics. Yeah, New York is a shithole, bro. So that's the only thing about going New York right now. The commission over there is real new, and they're a little bit suspect, you know. So you got any guys fighting, or you got any guys coming up or anything? Any of your students?
We've got a few. Gonna have, I think, looking like hopefully 3. I've got 2 matched up before the end of the year. I'm trying to get one more, and then on the same show, and then hopefully in the new year there should be quite a few of them.
Are these pro fights or amateurs? Do you have any pros?
No, not yet.
Oh, you had that one heavyweight. How about that one heavyweight?
Yeah, I mean, he was a student of my brother's, a vet. He's retired. He's getting a bit older, you know.
Yeah. Word. That's great. So right now, you got a lot of amateurs right now. You got guys that you're gonna be building up and be coming into the ranks in the future, bro.
That's right. Yeah, we've got a good little thing going on now. Some real good team sessions going, and got some good talent on the mat. So I'm looking forward to getting them out there a little bit more as they age.
Yeah, and they're coached by the best. Do you put them on the you got them doing the Airdyne bike and you got them doing all like the Woody type style circuits to get ready?
Yeah.
So they're all conditioning monsters. They're all gonna be fucking super fit. Everybody there is ready to go, dog. They ain't gonna be huffing and puffing just from the nerves, you know.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. All right. So for all your students, Shay, what we always ask from the Honey Badger Hour, one of our classic questions: what advice would you give to any up-and-coming fighters that want to come about this way, or to one of your students that you got in your gym, bro? You got a lot of young guys that look up to you that you're leading the way for. What advice, what piece of Shay Walsh would you give an up-and-coming fighter going through in his career for the future?
Be as consistent as possible. Be as consistent as possible. You know, you get too many people in and out of the gym and dipping the toes in and doing, do you know what I mean? Like, the guys that are competing and doing well in this game are dedicated individuals, you know what I mean? And you've got to commit to the cause. Lots of time on the mat, you know. That's my biggest bit of advice. Once you decide you're going to do it, yeah, stay consistent, stay committed. For
sure, because at the highest level, everybody trains hard and everybody is consistent. So that's the one minimum, you know, you're gonna have to do.
That's it.
And then you don't want to be getting too out of shape in between fights. You always want to be ready, always on an even keel, you know. So that way, when you keep that consistency. So that way, when you're preparing for a fight, you're not losing weight to get ready for the fight. You can prepare for the fight, and then when the fight comes, then you can actually lose your weight, but you've already done the work when it's time to go.
Yeah, man.
I reckon. My man, Shay Walsh, that was a good one, brother.
Good to speak to you, man.
I appreciate the chat, my man. All right, we're going to plan the Euro trip. I'll be there in Europe soon, dog. I'm going to have to look into tickets for Australia, bro. It looks like we're going down under, man. You're not going to be able to make the down under one?
Oh, I don't know, mate. I've been out and about a lot. We've got Thailand first.
What's good is with Thailand, Becky's going to Thailand, so...
There we go.
So technically, it doesn't really count as a...
Yeah.
It doesn't count as a trip. You feel me? So if you go to Thailand before December, then you can't... For 2020, what year are we in? I don't even know. 2023, you got a fresh year. You got a fresh book. So if you knock out if you go to Australia early 2023, you just got to take off the rest of the year. You feel me?
We'll see. We'll see what happens.
I love that Volk's staying busy, dog. He's not trying to fucking I forgot about that with the winning the title and everything was during the coronavirus, bro. Like, he won the title and everything in the whole world got shut, which is a real crazy, man. Hey, but we're still out here, baby. We're out here mucking about. We can include this podcast as the Tiger Muay Thai trials. Where are they now series that I was gonna do. I was just gonna interview all the recent trials winners. Before we let you go, did Peter Yan get robbed or what, bro?
I mean, I felt so. To be honest, I've not watched the fight apart from watching it live. So, you know, it's always, you got to see how, obviously you miss different things live and stuff. I do want to watch it back. I thought, everyone in the crowd really thought Peter had it. I thought Peter had it. But also I want to watch back.
Nah, he won, dog. He won for sure. I mean, he didn't smash him like I wanted him to, and it was a little bit close, but I got some theories on that, dog. A lot of people had a lot of money on him, bro. A lot of famous people, like people that were backstage. So I think something dodgy happened with the betting, bro. He wants to get released, dog. And with those sheiks and shit, yeah, dog, I don't trust those. I don't know, bro. I feel like they don't have no commission there. There's nobody that. I don't know, dog. I just feel like you could slip somebody some. There was a lot of big bet, because you know what the problem was? This is what happens with these damn odds, bro. This is what I'm trying to notice, dog. MMA is it's like, when these odds get crazy, it's not good, bro. Because when the guy is a big favorite and they have a chance to screw you, they usually do, dog. So when you're a big underdog and you make a close fight, this is when you see crazy shit happen.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Anyways,
Maybe.
I thought he won. Bro, he might not want you in his next fight, dog, because the judges have not been kind to him when you're there, dog.
No, yeah.
Did you see him? Did you see him in Abu Dhabi this time?
Yeah. Saw him kicking around fight week.
Were you there when he was trying to? Yo, you know what's crazy? The MMA media, bro, we're in a weird world, dog. They will post anything as news. Like, Aljamain Sterling was passing by Peter Yan in the fight island. They're like, Peter Yan and Aljamain Sterling make cross paths, you know? And then and I'll see 25 news outlets put it out. You know what I'm saying? It's like, do these people think that the fighters don't ever see each other? Like, they don't understand that these dudes see each other like every day, all the time, you know?
Yeah, it's all for the clicks.
Yeah, did you see the Comes Out fight?
Not at the time.
The buck down there? I didn't even know.
He's crazy, man, doing that out there.
This fucking guy, bro, he's always got some shit, right?
Yeah.
Hey, he knows how to keep his name relevant. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, true.
Anyways, yo, brother Shay,
Yeah.
that was an hour in. That was the first time I haven't done a Zoom call in a while. It's the first time I do a Zoom call, yo. I paid for the extra premium so we don't get cut off, so we can just ride out. You feel me? Bam, bam.
Right.
Got the new studio, dog. We need to get you for an episode in studio. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, one day we'll do it.
I'm working my way up the group chat right now, dog. I'm getting everybody. So we knocked you off.
All right.
Got Tariq off. I love it. We didn't get into Puppygate, but we'll save that for part 2, dog. We'll save the Puppygate and stories, mate. Fucking Roger. I wonder what's going on with Roger, dog. When's the last time you seen Roger Whitty? The Whitty dog.
Long time, mate. Long time.
He was spending some time in Dubai and Abu Dhabi a little bit here and there. Crazy. Anyways, yo, Shay, happy Halloween. Give Becky a hug. Tell the family I said hello. The big Vin dog. How's Vinny doing? How's the kids going, man?
All good, thank you. All good.
2 boys, huh?
Right.
What's the age difference?
Like 4.5 years, I think. 4.5 years.
Oh, damn. They got a pretty... Oh, so he's a lot older, dog. So he'll be finished with high school before the other one goes, dog. Before Carson goes, huh?
4 years, maybe.
4 years. Are you the only one of our friends that has boys, dog? I think Kai has a boy now.
Kai has a boy, yeah.
Damn, doggy. And then Tariq got a girl. Tariq has a girl now.
Tariq, George.
George has 2 girls. Volk has 2 girls. Tariq has a girl. I think if your first daughter's a girl, I think you're just gonna make girls forever, dog. That might be how it goes, dog. I don't know. Hey, but you did good, boy. Your boy swam good, dog. Now, do you think you need some lady love? Now you're gonna try and go for a girl. You guys gonna go for number 3, dog? You're pretty young, bro.
Don't
pretty
start,
young, dog.
no.
You can make a farm, mate. You can have a whole.
I've got a farm. It's like having an animal farm in it too.
Yo, it's no joke. And how old's Vinny now?
7.
7. All right. So I wonder, is that like toddler? That's like toddler, right? Oh,
7.
Yeah, 7's older. No, he's old. What is that? What do you call him?
He's a proper child now, mate.
He's a child. Oh, he can train class. He does class?
He does class. He does computers. He does Pokemon cards and all that. That's him at the moment.
Does he use the iPad?
Yeah, a bit. I try to keep him off it, really. He watches the TV more. Not that.
Yeah, that's all right. How's your sleep schedule? How's his sleep schedule? He goes to sleep pretty early or what? And then, like, how's it work? Like, when you got these kids, man, you're like, at night's your time? Or it's never your time, dog?
They're not too bad. Maybe go to bed a little later than would be ideal, but it's all right. They sleep through the night and stuff, so.
Hell yeah. All right, brother. Hey, how's the weather over there? Is it cold right now or what? It's freezing. It's October, right?
Not too bad. It's starting to. You can feel it. It's going to start. It's not too bad. It's like I don't know, 12 degrees or something.
There ain't no sun in England, dog. Wait till you get to Bang Tao. You're gonna love it, dog. Yeah. Vinny's been to Thailand, right? Does he remember? No. They've never been. So only Volk has brought his kids a bunch of times. Oh, yo, he's gonna love it, huh? And how old is Volk's oldest daughter? They're about the same age, huh? Vinny and...
There's like 3 weeks between them or something.
Yo, that's going to be a great reunion. In December, huh?
Yeah.
That's going to be a great one. Oh, man. Awesome, brother. So proud for you, Shay. Fucking love you, my man. Yo, we had a great time in Vegas. We had a great time in Jacksonville. I'm going to see you again soon. We're on the fucking Volk. We're on the... We're gonna be the, what do you call those football players? We're gonna be like the Volk hooligans, dog. Just wherever he goes, just know that he's gonna have a crazy Cuban and Englishman, dog, cutting about, dog, letting everybody know how we feel. Did you have a chance? Were you telling people in Abu Dhabi, like, mate, I'm here with Volk. If any of these consummate, were you telling everybody, hey, if any of them miss weight, you're telling the sheiks, you got a sheik in the bar, like, hey, let me tell you something.
If one of these drops out,
like, I'm telling you, mate, you're giving them the game plan for both. My man. All right, brother, let's go. We've been saying that we're gonna hang up for 10 minutes, brother.
Yeah, dog. Right. See you later, mate.
All right, have a great day. All right, brother. Oos. Later, my G. Hell yeah.
Come on.
Round episode 53. We're out.